Hi guys and dolls, welcome back. Today I'm doing a eyeshadow tutorial that I guess you could say is sort of St. Patrick's Day themed only because there's so much green in it. But really, in my mind I want to call this Magic Mushroom because I am totally obsessed with this inner corner olivey silver warm thing. Digging it big time, so I'm probably gonna call this Magic Mushroom because that's what comes to mind, even though there's so much green. Yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I had an interesting time making it only because I'm not used to filming with my windows open and my neighbors could look at me at any moment, and it's sort of strange, but I also kind of like it. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you'd like to learn how I created this look, then let's get started. I'm starting out with a 24/7 shadow pencil is what it's called, from Urban Decay. This is the shade Juju. I got a set of these on Haute Look a couple of weeks ago and I really dig them. They're just really easy to use, just like a jumbo pencil, but they're not as creasy and messy as those can be. These dry down to a nice dry, you know, texture budge proof, smudge proof, all that good stuff. The reason why I'm using this is because I want the shadows I'm going to put on top of it to have a slightly brown tone. So I'm just doing that by adding the base underneath to kind of set the tone for the overall undertone. And I keep overusing the word tone. Alright, so up next I'm going to use this Milani eyeshadow called Antiqua. And I'm going to use a flat shader brush and a little bit of Fix Plus. Spray my brush. And I always kind of like wave my brush into the extra spray just to catch a little bit of moisture. And then a little bit of the shadow like this. And I'm going to pop that, I'm going to place it, I'm going to pat it. We'll say pat because plop sounds kind of nasty. Put that all over my lid. Put a little bit on the inner corner, but don't put a ton there because we're going to add this silver, so it doesn't need to be super concentrated. Just get it all over the ball of the lid. And you'll notice that like into the crease I'm not really placing it, but I'm just sort of blending it out by patting it lightly, but not as much pressure so I don't place as much product. Now I'm going to take this brown, medium, like the middle brown color from the Rainbow Shadow 112, yeah, 112R. The names of these are tripping me up. Anyway, get some of that on the 217 on the tip, and I'm going to place it in the outer corner and sort of flick it up a little bit, and then flick it in a little bit, and then rock it in my socket. I don't know what's with the voice today, guys. Just work with me here. Do apologize if the weirdness is like too much for you today. Again, this is the first time actually filming a tutorial with my windows wide open and my neighbors could look in at me at any time. Even though I'm on like the second story, it can happen. I want to inject a little bit more green, so I'm going to take the Rainbow Shadow in 109R and I'm going to use the darkest color here. Again with the 217. And we're going to place that just right over where we had the brown, but this will give it a little bit more of a green edge. Alright, so now I'm going to start with a highlight. I'm going to use these two shadows, the two lightest ones from the 101R, just sort of swipe them together, and place a highlight shade right under the brow. Let's get that, kind of slap it on there. Then pick up a bit more with a fluffy brush. This is one of the Sigma Vegan brushes, and just blend that into the rest of the shadow to give it a nice seamless transition. And then if you lose some of your green shadow stuff, go back in with your 217 or whatever you had with the green on it and just bring it back to life. So now for my inner corner highlight, it would be really easy to go with a gold since there's gold in Antigua. It just kind of seems like the natural thing to do. So of course I want to do something different. I just really love this silver eyeshadow I got also from Inglot. It's 474 Pearl. It's a silver with sort of like a brownish goldish tone to it. And when combined with these other colors, it sort of almost looks mushroomy to me. That it really goes good with the olives in this look. I love it. I'm going to layer my eyeliner today just to give it a slightly more interesting effect. I had to do a shoulder pop for that anyway. This is the Milani Liquify Auto Propel pencil. This is the shade green. It's kind of an olivey green, so it's perfect for this look. And I'm just smudging that along the lash line. I just want the green to be there to add as like a backdrop for the black we're going to apply. I'm going to use this Milani Eye Extreme eyeliner. It's just a felt tip marker, but it comes to a nice thin point, so it's really nice. I'm just going to place that along the lash line, draw a bit, place it again. It's almost like I'm stamping it along. Makes it really easy to do liner. And then for the outer part, I always like to come in, if I'm not doing a wing, that way I don't end up with like an awkward edge where it feels like maybe there should be a wing or whatever. Yeah, that just helps me. I hope that helps you too. Alright, and then for bottom liner, I'm going to take that same Milani Auto Propel pencil in green and just draw that right, tickles. Draw that right underneath my lash line to about 3/4 of the way in. And then I take a little bit of it and just marry it to the top so that there's no like obvious gap or line of separation. Then on the inner corner I want to do something brighter, so I'm going to take Urban Decay's 24/7 pencil in graffiti. I'm going to pull on my nose a little bit to stretch it out. Bring the graffiti into where we have the other eyeliner a little bit as well. Next I'm going to take the rainbow shadow that we used earlier, the green, but instead of using the dark green I'm going to use the medium green. I'm going to pat that over all the liner. Now the liner has the liner has like a shimmery metallic finish, so putting a matte over it kind of gives it an interesting effect. Even though I really like the way that this looks without false lashes, I changed my mind. I really wanted to apply some. I don't know the name of these right off the top of my head, but I will have the names of these lashes as well as a list of all the products that I used today on my blog, so I'll have a link to that in the down bar or description box, whatever the cool kids are calling it these days. Alrighty, so for lips I'm going to use this Revlon lip butter in Sweet Tart, sort of a warm bright pink. And put it on my lips. And that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I will see you guys in my next video. And remember to be vintage or tacky. Just be yourself. See you, bye.